Okay, so today's verse is going to be about healing, since I'm going to be talking about things I've done to recover from pain and how I managed to stay mostly pain-free and still work out. Psalm chapter 30, verse 2 says, "O Lord my God, I called to you for help and you healed me." So sometimes I think he wants to direct us to either people that could help us get better, whether it's a doctor or a massage therapist, or personally get rid of things in our life that may be making us sick, whether it's negative people, or it could be, for me, getting rid of soda. I'm almost 4 years without it, and I wanted to eat my calories and not drink them. And that's helped me maintain my 40 pounds of weight loss, I think, along with just staying active. So, my daughter's getting ready to come in from outside. So, we will carry on. Hey, Selena. Working on my video. Things go... Uh-oh. I have to cut that out. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Wow. Crashing things in the kitchen. We have a gate between the kitchen and dining room, so the dining room and this room could be dog free and everything, so we could eat without dogs jumping on us. So, okay, so I mentioned the scripture, and I wanted to talk to you about, okay, here's the 3 things I have in my body that x-rays have shown. I have Osteitis pubis. So if you've ever had Osteitis pubis, you know what that is. To me, it's like your pubic bone is shifted. And for me, I've felt pain. If this sounds like you, just comment below. Feel like somebody took a baseball bat right to your pubic bone. I mean, if you've ever been hit in the pubic area, it hurts really bad. And I would not, it's hard. It's a very painful thing. And every step I took was painful. Laying on my side was painful. Sitting painful. The only position that I could possibly get in was not painful was laying flat on my back. That was it. And I went to a chiropractor about it. And he wanted me out of work for a little while. You know, and I've got to work. You know, but I mean, it was just hard. Just very painful. And if you've got that, I understand your pain. And another condition I have is spondylolisthesis, which means just L5 vertebra is not even attached to the spine. It's just floating there. And the Lord has really helped me with these 2 things. And then I've got minor scoliosis of the lower back. So I have a curvature of the spine down there. So, and I run. Can you believe it? But for a period, I could not run, period. I could not. All I wanted to do, if I could have, I was running. And then all of a sudden, I remember one day I ran 5 miles, which is a jog actually. I ran 5 miles in 1 hour on the treadmill, flat surface. I got off that treadmill and I thought I would not be able to walk. I hurt so bad. And the pain isn't in the feet. It's right there in the pubic bone. And I hurt really bad. I mean, no position I got in was comfortable. It just hurt really bad. It was so tender and swollen. It was just hurt so bad. So, yeah, that's how I felt, and went to the chiropractor and everything, and he said it was a result of like having that spondylolisthesis of the back, and my hips were out of line. And I could see, he took an x-ray, I could see that I had that. My pubic bone is moved. It shifted. So, and I started also taking supplements with, for joints. Wasn't taking them regularly enough, so glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM, it had turmeric in it for inflammation, and some other herbs like devil's claw and different things, and ginger for anti-inflammatory. Can't tell you if either of these things work, but the chiropractor wasn't working out really well. I loved the chiropractor. He's a wonderful man and everything, and helped me with many other problems, and healing took place seeing him. So, but I asked him what else could be done, and he told me, never to wear running shoes again. He said only wear New Balance or Asics cross trainers, no running shoes. So I went to the shoe department, and I did not really want white shoes. New Balance and Asics cross trainers only come in white, as you see here, white, and I wanted something with color. But I thought, well, I saw some other Asics, but the shoe department, the staff did not know what a cross trainer was, unless it was labeled cross trainer. So they gave me some, I think it was Asics gel contenders. They're running shoes, I found out. And I test walked them for 15 minutes in Walmart, and I was about to cry. It hurt so bad. My daughter was want to laugh at me because every few steps I took, I had to stop and take a breath because the pain was excruciating. So took those back, got the New Balance cross trainers 608s, and been with them ever since. And this has been over a year ago, because I was out of running or barely walking for almost a year. It seemed like forever. It was so painful. So that's what I've been wearing for running and everything. I did find some pair of Asics. I thought I'd try these Asics cross trainers. I found at another shoe store, a local one. The problem with these versus these, I think this is all one piece. So this is kind of my review of New Balance and Asics cross trainers. So these have held up really good. Look, they're not really even that worn, other than the bottoms are coming off. We hot glued these things, and they came right off. It didn't matter. See that there? It's supposed to be like this one. See them? They're the Asics Gel Assurance. I would not recommend them because each individual piece was coming off. But yeah, that, and where else was it coming off? Here, there. So out, I'm not wearing them. So I'm back to just sticking with the New Balance 608 cross trainers. I hate that if you know anybody that works for New Balance, tell them please put them in a different color. I know they're a medical based shoe, but they work wonders. So that's what I've been doing for that part, but I can't say for sure that's been the cure. Okay, so I'm doing a combination of things. And I finally went to see a massage therapist. The massage therapist found a knot on the inner thigh. You know, your pubic bone, your inner thigh muscles, your adductors, are attached to your pubic bone on both sides. And here's how, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor or anything. I'm studying to be a personal trainer, but I'm not a doctor or nothing like that. But in my mind, this is how I envision it. It's your pubic bone, and your muscles are attached. Your adductor muscles are attached to both sides of your pubic bone, and then when that one muscle, that one adductor gets tight, it pulls it down. So I'm assuming that's what's happened. My right inner thigh muscle was pulling on the, and because I wasn't stretching, I quit stretching after I ran. So that's a no-no. Always stretch. I know sometimes it's not convenient, but do it anyway. You're in a hurry, but do it anyway. Especially those inner thigh muscles. Nobody ever really thinks about stretching those inner thigh muscles. They want to work them and try to get them skinnier, but they don't want to stretch them. So stretch the inner thigh muscles. But I had a big old knot, and I felt it, and it hurt so bad. She massaged that thing out. My left thigh muscle was fine. That right thigh muscle, that adductor was tight and hurt. And she massaged it out. It hurt like I don't know what, massaging it out. But I know after a few days, it started feeling improving. And then I started also, around that same time, started taking a class called Restorative Yoga. Yes. It's not like traditional yoga. And the particular woman that I take it with, she has been amazing at helping me. I could walk in with pain and walk out pain-free. So you can look up videos or do a search of restorative yoga. I'm going to demonstrate in just a moment in the next clip of one of the moves we do in restorative yoga that has really, I think, probably been one of the key things. It's almost like therapy. So, mainly, a combination of good shoes, cross trainers that provide balance, because I am lopsided. Take a good joint supplement. See a massage therapist, if possible. Just be aware of your body. Yeah. Let me let you jump into the next clip and see the move I make for restorative yoga that does seem to help. Okay? Okay. Hey, so I'm going to demonstrate to you real quick the move that one of the moves we do in restorative yoga that helps my joints, pelvic area, and hips. Okay, so you can either have this, it's called legs up the wall, so you can look up legs up the wall yoga move. Okay, so I don't have one of those bolster pillows, but you can modify with another pillow. So what I like to do is get as close to the wall as possible and lay up like this. Make sure your hair's not going to get pulled, and lift up your hips. You can put 1 or 2 pillows, and we usually lay here for about 10 minutes. I mean, if you start feeling tingling in your feet, they suggest you move your feet down or like that, but it's going to stretch those adductors and the hips back here and help restore some balance in this region of the body. Okay, so after about a few minutes of this with the legs straight, then you just shift so you stretch these inner thighs really well. So I would suggest, if you haven't had x-rays, get the x-rays so you can know what's out of place in the pelvic and hip region, and make sure you ain't got anything tore. And it's amazing. I'm running again. If you've noticed in my previous videos, I've talked about running. And I can feel a nice stretch, and the gravity is pulling those thighs down enough where it's stretching it. So I just wanted to share that with you. A few minutes of this, you know, it's been working wonders. This is just one of the moves she has us do. And you just lay here and relax. And then, if you can't do that and still stretch those inner thighs and everything. But this and that class has been wonderful. So that pretty much explains all that I do to help manage the pain I feel from osteitis pubis, and I hope you will join me in my next video. Like and subscribe.